I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I like a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
It's time to take you on a journey from land to sea. Get ready to explore the world with Out to Lunch on WRMN's Travel Tuesdays. On the first Tuesday of every month, we'll be your guide to the best vacation destinations, the hottest travel trends, special events, and so much more. So pack your bags and get ready to wander, because we're about to take you places you've always dreamed of. And now it's time for Travel Tuesdays on Out to Lunch with WRMN.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International here on Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We're broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley, and we're so excited to be talking with you about some awesome, cool destinations to go to. That's Cruises International, all things land and sea, vacation hotspots, and more, giving you awesome advice, great guidance, and peace of mind, and fantastic, unique experiences since 1978. Check out their website. That is cruisesinternational.com. Again, cruisesinternational.com. And again, we have the very lovely Shawna White with us today. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, Matt. It's so excited to be here.
So how have you been doing here? It is now the month of February. It has been, it's been interesting so far this year.
Yeah.
a lot of things happening.
I was just listening to you and all the events going on around Elgin, and so many things to keep you busy in this cold. And yesterday, dreary weather. So we're following suit. We've got lots going on, a lot of events, a lot of ways to get out of the house and learn about some fun destinations.
All right. Awesome. So folks, if you want to follow along, tune in AM 1410 WRMN on YouTube.com. You can also tune in through the app that you can find, of course, on our website, WRMN1410.com. If you do go to our website, you'll be able to find the app. It's available on the App Store for the Apple users out there. Tune in. And then we also do have an app. It's not our app in particular, but it's called Online Radio Box Radio Player. You can tune in there, install it on your phone or your tablet, and then with the touch of a button, you can listen to us from anywhere. So let's sail into what we've got going on today.
Yeah, we're so excited.
And I'm going to ask you just the mic a little closer.
I was just going to say, I think maybe this is a little far away. All right, so we are so excited. We have an upcoming event this Saturday at our office in Hoffman Estates, not too far from here. I think it took me 13 minutes to get here from Hoffman Estates. We are talking about Royal Caribbean all day, and from 10 to 2, we're going to have different presentations hosted by the representatives from Royal Caribbean. And it's going to be so fun. We're so excited to, share our office with everybody. And really, those first-time cruisers or people looking to dive in a little deeper and learn a little bit more, they'll be able to check it out.
Awesome. Very cool. So it's the Explorer event all about Royal Caribbean, and it is open to the public. This is the correct event, right?
Yep, this is it.
Okay.
So we have a 10 a.m. general session. So that'll just be going over all that Royal Caribbean offers. And then the 11 a.m. I'm really excited about. We get a lot of times that people will call us and say, I've never cruised. I just don't know. I don't know about being out in that open water. What do we do? Am I going to be bored? So the 11 a.m. is going to go through the day in the life of a cruise and kind of what to expect. So I'm really excited about that. And then we'll have a 12 p.m. for Alaska, because Alaska is such a fun destination, but you want to do it right. So we have a real in-depth conversation about Alaska.
I think it's interesting too, is usually when you think about, cruises and getting away on vacation, I think a lot of people think that it's very exclusive to like sunny beaches but there's, places people can go to that are colder too. And
Oh my goodness.
I
yes.
mean, Alaska isn't actually always as cold as we think.
Correct. You're right. Sometimes it's warmer there than it is here in
Yep.
the summer months.
Yep.
But yeah, we do Antarctic. We do anywhere at, destination wise cold. We do river cruises in Europe through the winter, Christmas markets. We do all of those different things for sure.
Awesome. Very, very cool. So folks, if you want to come out to this event, it's open to the public. This is Saturday, February 8th, and this is from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Brought to you by Cruises International. Presentation times 10 a.m. with general session, 11 a.m. new to cruise, 12 p.m. Alaska, and 1 p.m. general session. So if you do want to also learn more at 12:30, there's also a section here that says join our team. If you want to talk a little bit more about that here too.
Yeah, so we are always growing. The travel industry is booming, and so we're always looking for new people who want to join us as advisors. And you can sell to your friends and family, and there's really some perks in it for you. If you're an independent contractor with us, you can sell as little or as much as you'd like. We are also looking for some employees to be in the office too. So come learn, even if it's been one of those maybe someday down the road or in my retirement stage, I'd love to do it. We have advisors from all stages of their life, and we love learning from them too.
Absolutely. And there's so much that you can learn here too. It's also what's great here too is on this presentation, it says mix and mingle. So you can talk with other people, you can get insights, on different cruises, but also different experiences that other people have had.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah, I just set up our little area today so that people can, mingle and have a little chance to talk with other travelers. And that's always my favorite thing is, what was your favorite trip and where have you come home from? And what's your next trip, and so people love to share. So it's really a great opportunity to talk with other like travelers, especially if you're new to cruising. They can kind of help take some of that off.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I totally agree. Especially, like you said, when it comes to cruising, sometimes people kind of feel like, oh, is this, right for me? I talked very briefly a little bit earlier today before this segment about, and about this too, about that I was on the Royal Caribbean when I was little, and I remember it. And one thing that I had remembered was, my mom had gotten a little bit seasick, so that could be something that some people maybe worry about. But of course,
and we've got all tricks for you now, Matt. And these
good.
ships, this day and age, the ships, the way they're building them, and there's all sorts of different remedies and things. If you are worried about seasickness, we definitely have things to help prevent it, to make sure you still enjoy your vacation.
Awesome. Very cool. I think for my mama, it's just a glass of ginger ale helped.
Yeah.
Little simple things like that. But like you said, if they're now building the structures a little bit differently, they're adding more things. So.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
Very cool. So folks, come on out and enjoy this event, Explore event, and it is open to the public Saturday, February 8th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Yes. Absolutely. I always like looking at the Facebook page here too. You get some great little tips, work tips: stand up, stretch, take walk, go to the airport, get on a plane, and never return. Yes, a nice vacation. Absolutely.
Most
Can't
definitely.
go wrong with that also. So we've got a lot of other things that we are going to talk about as well here too. We are going to take a little time out here. It is approaching 11:15 pretty soon. So we'll take a little time out and then we'll be back with more here in just a bit. So of course, stay tuned.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who help people that have been injured or wronged. If you've been involved in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or injured at work, you have rights, and you may be entitled to money for your suffering. Don't accept an offer you get from an insurance company until you talk to a lawyer. And we represent some of the best personal injury lawyers you can find. Tough lawyers that will fight to win your case. And they're so good they stake their reputation on it by only getting paid if you win. So if you've been in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or hurt on the job, find out today for free what kind of compensation you may be entitled to. Call the legal helpline right now.
800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. That's 800-257-3148.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up, Oscar!
The first shift is the go-to show for movers and shakers of the Fox River Valley.
This is Mayor Mike from Hampshire. People always ask me how I find the time to listen to Marky B on the first shift. And the obvious answer is when I've got nothing better to do. If you've got nothing better to do, try listening in from 6 to 10 a.m. weekdays on the Voice of the Valley, 1410 a.m. WRMN. I can't believe I'm actually recording this. Man, I feel bad for this guy.
Catch it weekday mornings from 6 until 10 a.m. right here on WRMN.
This is the Chef of Love, Chef Jannard, TV host and restaurateur. My grandparents harvested their land to sell food and share this overflowing bounty with our community. Grandma said, for every yam we pick, we give one away. In the world they cultivated, I love preparing and eating dinner with my family on Sundays. When our resources changed, food assistance programs sustained us. They gave me fuel to start my first culinary business at 16 years old, and inspiration to donate the extra food in my community. Through my life, I've developed an appetite to work with others to ensure everyone has access to the nutritious food we need to thrive. Together, we can help end hunger. Come on, join the movement with Feeding America by volunteering, donating, and advocating. Learn more at feedingamerica.org/act now.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, folks, to Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International. This is your host, Matt McNeil, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We've got Shawna White here with us today, talking with us a lot about the exciting things here with Cruises International, all vacation destinations, land and sea. For smooth sailing on planning your vacation, check out their website. That is cruisesinternational.com. That's cruisesinternational.com. Call and speak to someone today, a cruise and vacation expert at 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447. We're going to continue on here, talk a little bit more about, in relationship, it's to the, oh my goodness.
Royal Caribbean event.
Okay.
No worries. No worries. So I did want to, I know we talked about the wonderful presentations that we'll have, but I will have all of our advisors there ready to get pricing for you. Look at that wonderful vacation. There will be booking incentives exclusive to us that you wouldn't be able to get if you were to go to Royal Caribbean Direct. And then the nice thing is creating that relationship with one of our advisors and really, getting to know them and them getting to know you and your likes. And, maybe it's a trip that you're looking forward to in a few years, but you just want to learn more about, or maybe it's a last minute getaway for, this spring. We're happy to, look at pricing for you and kind of just give you an idea of what's out and what pricing is.
Absolutely. Very good. Is there anything else further that you wanted to talk about that in particular with the Royal Caribbean?
Yep, no RSVP required. Just come on by, check out a presentation, stop in, meet one of our advisors, and we'll have plenty of them there that day to meet you. And even if you're not ready to book, we're happy to meet with you, and just get to know you and show you around our office.
Yeah, it's important for people to communicate and get that experience there when it comes to planning your vacation stay. Absolutely. Very, very cool. Now, a little thing here, too. Has there been any vacation destinations that you've noticed in the past month of January that have been the most popular when it has come to planning? Have you noticed that? Like people have been planning for this vacation in January.
For sure. So we are planning a lot. January is one of the busier times because, here in Chicago, it's kind of crummy, a little cold, and everyone starts to get their vacation time approved for the year. So we are planning all sorts of things. Last minute spring break, which is very last minute, but we're also planning 2026 spring break. We're planning a lot of vacations for this summer. So a lot of Europe, a lot of Alaska, definitely some holiday travel for, those grandparents to wrap up those gifts and put them under the holiday package for their grandkids and kids. So definitely we're just booking everything, every destination. We've done a lot of expedition cruising, which is smaller expedition cruising to like the Antarctic. We're working on a world cruise right now, so that is exciting for us. We do sell several world cruises. I know back in the day it used to be like if you got one every 5 years, it was a thing, but clients are realizing that world cruises are the place to be, and our advisors are experts at the world cruises.
Absolutely. I know. This reminds me too, last month for the first show here, we talked a little bit on how buying physical presents for the holidays is being more replaced with vacations.
Yes, right. Because, you could buy them that sweater that they've wanted or that Game Boy, or I don't think they make Game Boys anymore, but, Xboxes or whatever those things are. But they're going to grow out of that. And if you talk to any family members who have gone on a vacation together, is really that time together and being able to celebrate together, get away from the hustle and bustle, get away from the sports schedule, away from work, and really unwind and reconnect together. So whether you plan the whole trip and someone is paying for it, or we say, hey, what week is everybody available? Let's all go. We have definitely a lot of different incentives for groups to go. We do matching T-shirts. We do a lot of little fun things on board. So traveling with family and friends has become more and more popular, and people would much rather do that than buy a bunch of little things that, we're going to throw away 6-7 months from after the holiday or a birthday.
Absolutely. Or, eventually in time too, because you have those when you have those memories and those experiences, they last forever.
Forever. Yeah, for sure. I still remember trips, with my grandparents, and those are trips that you hold on to for life, for sure.
Absolutely. And you get to tell the stories and pass down the stories too. Hey, I got to go on when I went to such and such. And then you've got the pictures too. You take the pictures, and we've got our phones nowadays where we can take so many pictures.
So many pictures, good or bad, right?
Yep, exactly. It's definitely encouraged for sure. So we have about, let's see here, roughly 6 minutes or so left of the first half hour.
Do you want to talk about my next event right after?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that okay, or you got something else?
Oh, no. That sounds good.
So as I mentioned when I first started, we have a lot of events coming up. So this event, Royal Caribbean, is Saturday in our office. And then the following week, we are having Globus Vacations, which is a motor coach tour. It's a lot different, right? So you're the cruise lady, but we also offer all vacations. So this is Globus Family of Brands, and we are one of the chosen ones that a tour director from Europe, actually, who does the motor coach tours, is coming into our office and going to do a presentation about what to expect on a motor coach tour with Globus. So this is a really unique experience, and this one does require an RSVP, so you can contact us at our office. I'm just calling the 1-800-ALL-SHIPS, and find out more information, find out the dates, the details. But it is in the evening, the 13th. I'm sorry. Yep, the February 13th. So if you're interested in learning more about they're escorted land motor coach tours.
Awesome. And I'm going to pull it up on the screen here so that so people can see it. This is the Globus event coming up here too, so you'll be able to see that on the screen. An exclusive evening with the Globus family, with a Globus Family of Brands tour director. So they're very excited about that.
Yeah, and I think this just goes really, pairs really well with if you are going to Europe. A lot of times a cruise may only be 7 nights. You can pair it with a land tour to really get into the heart of the countries that maybe the cruises don't stop at. Or you can just do a fully escorted motor coach tour, and we can handle that too. So it really just shows that us, our travel agency, the travel advisors are really well versed in all vacations that will fit every need.
Of course. Absolutely. And again, you get the meet and mingle. It's not just about learning, it's about connecting. You can meet the fellow travel enthusiasts who, of course, bring their experiences to the table so that that you can also, in return, know what they have experienced. So they've got that. I'm trying to word it as best as I can.
Yeah. You know, it's nice to talk to people with like-minded travel, you know, that have the same. You know, we're doing it later in the evening because we do feel the Globus family brand product is for the working crowd. You know, so if it's something that you're adding on to, maybe you have an event in Europe and you just would like to do even a shorter trip, there are, 3, 4, 5 night trips that you can add on to something too. So
awesome. Yeah. And if anyone is interested too, you can visit globusjourneys.com for more information, or also find it on Cruises International.
Yeah, it'll definitely be on ours. I wouldn't go to their website. You won't find anything about this event there, but contacting us, we have brochures in our office. We'd be happy to get you those brochures. They go over all the daily itineraries and things like that.
Awesome. Very good to know. I'm glad that you mentioned that you'll find this information on Cruises International. That's good.
Yeah.
Very awesome. Sure. So let's see here. We still have a couple minutes left here until we hit it off with our bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. Then we'll go into some other things as well, too, especially when it comes to some other cruises. Now, am I okay to say what these cruises are?
Yeah.
The Viking cruises?
Sure.
Oh,
let's
my goodness.
Go. Do it. As you said, we got lots going on, Matt, so let's do it.
All right. So, yes, these Viking cruises. Now, is this a new addition to Cruises International, or is this something that's reoccurring from the past years?
Viking Cruises is a cruise line, and they offer 3 different types of travel. So they offer ocean cruising, they offer river cruising, and they offer expedition cruising.
Okay.
And Viking Cruises has been around for 20-something years. And they started in the river product. They were one of the first ones really in the river product. They have 20-something ships in the rivers in Europe. They now have a couple in the U.S. rivers as well. So it's very exciting. Viking is the first one to think of a lot of these things. And so there's so much of the world to see, and Viking covers most of it. So we will also have an exclusive evening for Viking coming at the end of February. So we are busy with all of our events. But we find that people who, maybe have never been on a river cruise or have been on maybe a Royal Caribbean, but are looking for something a little bit different, maybe looking for an adults only. This is 18 and older only on all of their departures. So you do have to be 18 or older, and it's just a little bit different of an experience. There's more inclusions. There's some excursions included. There's wine and beer with dinner and lunch. Just a little bit different than your family cruise line that, we were talking about just a little bit ago. But yeah, so they do the rivers, they do the oceans and expeditions. And so we're having an evening to break it down. What is it like on any and all of those, and where do they go?
Absolutely. And that's something exciting to talk about too, especially, when it's an 18 plus only cruise. That's kind of, it's like, okay, I can have some time away from the kids and relax, and whether I do go by myself or with other family members and friends, you get to experience that too. So we'll definitely talk a little bit more further on that here into the next segment. Folks, you are listening to Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International. Thank you again, Shawna, for joining us live here in Studio 14. Folks, don't forget, check out their website. That is cruisesinternational.com. Vacations, land, and sea. Call now, speak to a cruise and vacation expert at 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447. And we will be back with more here in just a little bit. Stay tuned.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Credan. Brought to you by Sky Rizzy. An accident claiming the life of a 32-year-old Aurora man early Sunday. Authorities report that the man was driving southbound on Route 59 near Meridian Parkway when he lost control of his vehicle at around 3:45 a.m. The car veering off the road and colliding with a light pole on the west side of the highway. Emergency responders rushed him to Rush Copley Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead at around 4:43 a.m. A Chicago man, Duran Wolf, 19, has been ordered held on pretrial detention in connection with a fatal shooting of an Elgin teen last October. Jess Kendall, an 18-year-old at Elgin High School, was killed October 20th when he and 4 friends walked near the United Center headed to a Lil Durk concert. The Elgin Police Department inviting youth aged 12 to 15 to a community painting event titled Brushes and Badges. The event will take place on February 8th from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. at the Elgin Township Building located at 729 South McLean Boulevard. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Credan.
Dell Technologies is celebrating with anniversary savings on their most popular tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 16, powered by Intel Core Ultra processors and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology to match your forward-thinking spirit and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Joe Fallon's bedroom mini fridge. Sure, this pint-sized chiller's max capacity is 3 soda cans, but what it lacks in stature, it makes up in cooling strength. Each beverage a perfect 37 degrees every time. And the 2 feet Joe walks to get a drink, priceless. That's why his mini fridge is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Let me tell you a story about Bill. Bill was a normal guy in his 50s. He had back surgery about 2 years ago. Bill was in a lot of pain. He dealt with his pain by taking the Percocets his doctor prescribed for him. Bill took more and more and more of them to help with the pain, until one day the prescriptions weren't enough to get rid of Bill's pain. Then one day Bill found someone to help him get rid of the pain with illegal drugs he didn't need a prescription for. Fast forward to today. Bill lost his job and his family. The only thing he does have is his drug dealer. If you know Bill's story and you don't want to end up like Bill, call the Detox and Treatment Helpline right now to get away and get treatment.
800-694-1127. 800-694-1127. 800-694-1127. Call right now. Help is standing by. 800-694-1127.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, partly sunny with a high near 28, and temperatures falling to around 25 in the afternoon. Tonight, cloudy with a low around 23, temperatures rising to around 25 overnight. Tomorrow, a chance of snow with cloudy skies and a high near 31. Currently, it is 23 degrees and mainly clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful.
Hi, this is Matayo.
And this is Elsa.
And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. Because the spice comes in at just the right moment.
Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Order a Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich and a Diet Dr. Pepper on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Welcome back, everybody, to Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International. Yes, yes, yes. And, I got a comment here. Gary commented, we loved our Globes UK trip.
Globus. Yeah.
Globus.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. So Globus is so great because I know we were going to talk about something else, but just to kind of piggyback on that, Globus has tours throughout the U.S. So like the Grand Canyon and all of that area, the wine countries, they have the U.S. tours, and then they have Europe tours. They have anything from 3 to 23 days, and you can piggyback them. And it's really such a fun way to see the world.
Absolutely. Very, very cool. So now we're going to talk a little bit here about some river cruise, an awesome river cruise that you can be a part of here and check out. And it's the Viking cruises. How exciting.
Yeah. So we love Viking. Everybody loves Viking. If you are of a certain age, you probably get mailers from Viking at least once or twice a month from them. They are definitely in the mailboxes, but we do love Viking, and most all of our advisors have been on Viking. I've been lucky enough to be on the Viking River. So today we'll talk a little bit about the rivers. I was in Germany sailing through the Rhine.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
It was so much fun. So I am not the normal demographic really for river cruising on Viking. When you're on board Viking, you're probably going to be, 50 or a little older. You do want to be mobile when you want to go on a river cruise because there's so much to do. And one of the things I was telling one of the agents who hadn't river cruised, and I showed her a picture, is that when you dock on a river cruise, you're docking into towns. It's like pulling up here in Elgin on the Fox River.
Oh my goodness.
And so you're really walking in and you're seeing the town just like as if you were here in Elgin. And so sometimes the stairs are steep to get up, to get up to the top of where the town is. Sometimes there's cobblestones, there's things like that. So we tell all of our clients, if river cruising is something you want to do, you really got to do it while you can, because mobility is so key in Europe and getting around and being able to walk. I did a 23-mile bike ride.
Oh, wow.
Through the forest in Germany. It was oh my gosh, I just lost it. But so it was amazing. And they're electric bikes. So I tried not to turn the electric on all the time, but I did turn it on for some of those steep hills. But it was fantastic. We were able to ride the bikes. We stopped at a local farm for lunch. A gentleman came out and talked to us about how they do the farming in Germany and how, all the things they did, the German food, the German drinks. And it's so fantastic to be in the cultures and be in people's towns, not cities. We're not pulling up to Chicago, we're pulling up to Elgin. And it really is great. You go into some of these wineries and the people that own the winery live in the winery, and they share their dogs are there. They share, their family recipes with you. And it's all part of an excursion that's included on a Viking River cruise.
And I think what's so cool too is, of course, we can look online, we can see the pictures of the different cities and the towns, and but nothing beats actually going there and physically experiencing it with all of your senses and talking to people is so cool. That's what we love about here on WMN. We talk a lot about community, and when it comes to going on to a lot of these different cruises, including the Viking cruise, you get to experience other communities and talk to them. I think that's so cool.
It is so cool. We've had, this is just a fun idea. We had some knitting club go.
Oh, fun.
And they picked up swatches from all the different areas and came home and made a quilt.
That's really cool.
So they're going into little shops and getting these, quilts that, little swatches to make their quilts. And it's really bringing back that story, and being able to, to be able to remember those memories and be a part of that. So
that's really cool.
River cruising is it really brings you to the towns, to the local people. Like I said, the excursion, there is an excursion included in every port that you stop in. So whether you want to go to a winery or you want to do the bike ride or the hiking, There's all sorts of levels. So if you are a slower walker, there's definitely the slower walker, or maybe it's a motor coach tour for the day to see the city by motor coach. There's little boat rides, different things that you can do, but there's definitely biking, hiking, lots of shopping, of course.
That's a fun thing too when it comes to going to any destination, is to get those little things of memorabilia, because then what that can be is a conversation starter. You know, you've got it in your home. People ask, "Where did you get that?" Well, let me tell you about that experience, where I got it from. So,
right. Well, and I think that there's a lot of rivers in Europe. There's a lot of rivers in the U.S. And, you know, you could go online and look and book something. But how do you know? They have over 26 ships. And which way am I going? What is the best time to go? Am I going to make sure I see what I want to see? Am I coming in at the right time? So that's why really working with one of my travel advisors is the best, because like I said, most of them have been on Viking maybe once, twice, 3 times, can talk from experience, can really tell you, hey, you know, maybe it's better if we upgrade your cabin just because to give you a little bit more space, a little bit bigger shower, your husband's 6'2", something like that. You know, they have all the insider tips. So working with us and, you know, we have exclusive amenities and different things throughout the year. So we have that event coming up at the end of February. So if you're interested in learning more about Viking River Cruises, Viking Oceans, or even Viking expeditions to the Antarctic, we are happy to have you join us on February 26th. We just need you to RSVP to the office, which you can call that 1-800-ALL-SHIPS or the 847-303-2020. You can also go to our website. There's a little chat thing down there. And if you say, hey, I would like to RSVP, we would get in touch with you too and get you onto the list. So if you can't remember any of those phone numbers, just remember cruisesinternational.com.
Awesome. And folks, again, if you're listening in on the YouTube side of things or watching on YouTube, this video will be posted. So you can go back through, and I'm going to even create a playlist on our YouTube channel that is Travel Tuesday. So I'll make sure to do that. So those of you who are maybe looking for the video and you're like, where do I find it? Go to that playlist and you'll be able to find it there as well too. So I'll definitely make sure to do that. So very cool. I also do have another question here too. When it comes to talking about local stops, when it comes to being on the cruises, I always kind of wonder how much time, and I know every experience is different, but generally speaking, how much time do people have to go to these different towns and cities before having to come back onto the cruise?
Sure. So like a river cruise, a lot of times it depends. Sometimes if it's a larger place where there is a lot to see, or maybe some of the highlighted destination is a little bit further off, because sometimes you pull into the town, but the real tourist area or the place you want to see is a good bus ride away. If that is the case where you have to travel a little bit to get there, you're there, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Sometimes, though, you're only there in the morning. You get back on, you cruise through the river, and then you're at another port in the afternoon. Okay. So river cruising is a little bit different. Some days you are truly just cruising most of the day, and then you arrive into the place, to the town a little bit later. I went to Rudesheim, and we did not get there until later, but we had an evening wine tasting with cheese and like a whole presentation. But throughout the day, we were able to relax, enjoy the Wi-Fi, enjoy the scenery, because on a river cruise versus ocean, you're always seeing land.
Okay.
Right? So you're on a river, just as if you picture yourself on the Fox River, but it's a little bit prettier in Europe. You get some wineries, you get some castles. If there's anything unique, the captain will come over and tell you, hey, this was, this maybe burnt down due to whatever, and now they've rebuilt. But it's unique to see how they build the wine and how the wine is on these steep hills. You cruise by many castles, so that's really fun. There's a lot of, sometimes they have like yoga. They have an up top area where you can sit outside and watch the scenery go by. So, in Europe in the summertime, it is warm, so you can go out there, enjoy a coffee, a drink, a cocktail with your new friends.
Absolutely. Would you say it's good for people to, as people know when it comes to booking cruises like this, that they have a layout of course, where they're going to be going? Do you think it's good to kind of plan ahead of time to know exactly where you want to go when it comes to visiting? Or is it kind of like, well, we'll try this shop over here or
Well, so a lot of times you'll take one of the tours that are included, and then they'll offer you free time, and they'll put you where your free time is in a spot you want to be.
Okay.
But there's been times that I have been on river cruises and I didn't have anything planned for the day. Maybe I had a meeting in the morning, and so I didn't really do an excursion for that day. I just like to get lost in the town, especially when we pull up, it's like pulling up here and just walking around, getting a gelato or getting a ice cream or a coffee and enjoying and immersing yourself into the town. So that is definitely a possibility, depending on your comfort, right?
Absolutely. So, folks, if you want to RSVP, what's the deadline for the RSVP?
The sooner the better, obviously, but you can RSVP up until probably the week of.
All right. Sounds good. So, folks, if you are interested, that is Wednesday, February 26th. Come learn all about a great way to experience the world. And yes, that is the Viking Cruises. How cool is that? Folks, we are going to take a quick time out here, and we'll be back with more Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International. Don't forget, visit their website at cruisesinternational.com for more information. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a little bit.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Image 360 South Elgin is your ultimate destination for custom signs and visual communication solutions. Looking to rebrand your office interior? Need striking vehicle wraps or decals for your fleet? Or perhaps you're in the market for a standout trade show display? At Image 360 South Elgin, they've got you covered. As your full-service custom sign and graphics partner, they deliver bold solutions and exceptional support. From outdoor signage to eye-catching store signs, indoor graphics to comprehensive branding solutions, they have the experience to elevate your brand's presence. Trust Image 360 to create a long-term partnership that gives your brand 360 degrees of exposure. Visit them at 506 Sundown Road in South Elgin. Image 360 South Elgin. Bold solutions, exceptional support.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Want to read some action-packed, exciting pulp fiction? Read the works of Michael Tooman, now featuring the international crime thriller, I Married a Bot Madam. Available on Amazon in hardcover, paperback, and Kindle editions. The paperback is also available at other book retailers. Check out Michael Tooman's webpage at Scilink.net. That's Papa, Sierra, Yankee, Lima, India, November, Kilo. November, Echo, Tango.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
Welcome back, folks, to Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International. I'm your host, Matt McNeil, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley, and, of course, presenting to you with Shawna White here of Cruises International, president of Cruises International. Some great ways that you can experience vacations, land and sea, and, of course, ensure that you get smooth sailing when it comes to planning your vacation. Check out the website. That's cruisesinternational.com. Feel free to call their number at 800-255-7447. Now, is it true that does spell out
all ships?
All ships.
1-800-ALL-SHIPS. There's an extra S. The S is really kind of an extra number, but it is you could get to our website by 1-800-ALL-SHIPS.com. Our phone number is 1-800-ALL-SHIPS. It was just a creative way to have that, number that you could remember.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun when you, that's a fun thing.
Yeah.
Sure. I was thinking to myself, I was looking at those
Too many
numbers. I'm like, does that spell something out? I wonder. All ships. So there you go.
Yeah.
800-ALL-SHIPS. Check it out, cruisesinternational.com. We still have a little bit of time left here as well. So you want to talk a little bit more about some of the different vendors that are featured that you got.
So today we were lucky enough to talk about Royal Caribbean and Viking and Globus Family and Brands. But at Cruises International, we do book all vendors, right? So we do Walt Disney Vacations. Nice. We have so many people. I have some dear friends at Disney right now. She's sending me pictures of her daughter on all the rides. And so we love Disney. We do all-inclusive vacations. We do weddings, destination weddings, where you go to Aruba and get married and invite the whole family. Awesome. We do luxury trips. So we have like Regent, Oceana, Azamara. So really, if it comes to travel, we can help you out.
Yep, absolutely. I've got two friends, they're brothers, and their family every year does a Disney cruise.
I love
every
Disney
year.
Cruise.
I've never done the Disney cruise though.
Oh my goodness. So it's just, and that's the great thing about working with our advisors is we get so many opportunities to travel that maybe they haven't, but their desk partner has. And so they'll say, hey, so-and-so when you were on the Disney cruise, what did they do for this? Or what did they do for that? And so that's why working with an agency and that we are brick and mortar, we work together and we really do help each other out. We have an internal chat where we can ask questions and you're not working with someone who, doesn't have an office behind them.
Right.
So,
exactly. Yeah. And also too, it's important, and we've talked about this a lot too, to have that relationship. Yeah. And Cruises International has that. They create that relationship with you that's long lasting. It's not just you plan your vacation and all right, that's it. You get that experience. It's
like your hairstylist. They want to know, we want to know what your dreams are, what your next trips are, what's coming up, so that when we have events, we can call you and say, hey, Sue, got this great event and it would be perfect for you. New cruise lines are coming out all the time. There's Explora Journeys, which is hot and up and coming. They only have 2 ships right now, but they have, I think, 4 on order. And we've been getting some rave reviews. So it's those things where we get client feedback and then we can call our other clients and say, I know the last time maybe you didn't love this or that about your trip. Why don't we try this? And be able to offer from experience and from our training maybe a different cruise line or a different experience.
Yeah, it's good to talk about that too, and say, okay, what maybe didn't work out. Let's, like you said, try something different here. Give you those suggestions, and I think that is awesome. Working with the clients, especially too. So we'll talk a little bit here too. We'll end. We've got about 3 or 4 minutes left here, talking a little bit about the Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, so we love Royal Caribbean, and I know we've talked a lot about it today, but I just wanted to hit home that if you're looking for something to do this Saturday, we do have an event at our office in Hoffman Estates, and it is at Moon Lake Boulevard, 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard, and we will be doing presentations all day. You can sit with one of our advisors, get pricing. There will be booking incentives, so if you are planning to book that vacation, why not give us a try? And I trust you. I promise you won't be disappointed with your experience.
Very cool. So where can people find information?
So you can go to our website, you can go to our Facebook. We have a good amount on our Facebook page. I've been posting a lot about our event there, and we'll continue throughout the week. And the day of, I'll be posting on our Facebook as well.
Very, very cool. So, yep, you can find information posted on here onto Cruises International. It's Cruises International Vacations Land and Sea.
Yeah.
So that's where you can go to. You can also email vacations@cruisesinternational.com. Check out everything that is happening. Of course, biggest sale of the year. We've got Royal Caribbean Explorer event. We talked about that earlier today, so you can check that out. What's that? Something I also really like too is that they offer, there's pictures.
Yes.
People post. I think that is so cool with the experiences and posts from the different events. And I think that is really cool when it comes to physically showing people what their experiences.
Yeah, so our Facebook page this month was blown up with, last month actually, I think, was Royal Caribbean. So it was any of our staff members or our clients who had sent pictures. And just, maybe it was 20-something years ago, but we posted pictures of them on board so that you understand we have been on board and we have done it and we've seen it. We've been on the new icon of the seas, the utopia of the seas. So if you have that question that Google's not answering, or how do I do this, or what does the feel like, or what's your favorite ship, we can, in the office really help you out with that.
Absolutely. I also wanted to talk a little bit very briefly here. You do offer an assurance. What is it called? It's the assurance plan.
And I don't know.
It's on the, okay.
Yeah.
So it's under the About Us assurance plan. There's contact information. Travel blog.
I'm not sure that that's updated, but I'll get to that. I'd rather talk about just real quick, if you are looking to join our team, we are always looking for opportunities for advisors. And we, whether you want to be in the office 4 to 5 days a week, or you're looking to be an independent contractor, maybe you don't even live by here anymore and you're still listening to Matt because you can't get rid of listening to Matt online, but you'd want to be an advisor and, sell your own vacations, sell your friends and family. We are always looking for new advisors to join our team, whether they be independent or whether they be employees. So if that's something that interests you guys, we'd be happy to hear from you. We will have an event on Saturday during our Royal Caribbean Explorer event at 12:30. But anytime, if you're available and want to chat with us, we would love to talk with you about that opportunity.
Absolutely, folks. This has been Cruises International's Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International. Thank you, everyone, for joining in today. Thank you, Shawna, for joining us.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
We'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Until next month.
Yes. Thank you, Matt.
Of March here. Folks, check out their website. Again, that's cruisesinternational.com. Again, cruisesinternational.com. Call now. Speak to a cruise and vacation expert. 1-800-255-7447. That is all ships. Very nice. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with more as we get into Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. So stay tuned for more as we hit it off with our 12 o'clock hour. Stay tuned. Here on WRMN AM 1410, we like to keep you informed and in tune to what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. We recognize the importance of local radio to be a part of the conversation and to be a part of the community for the community.
We talked about the importance of community theater, but supporting community radio is a big deal too. And, for WRMN, this is a really cool thing that you guys do every day, and a really important thing. You have to have a local media outlet to talk about what's going on in your town. So you guys do a nice job.
Tune in to AM 1410, WRMN. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/WRMN Radio. Keep in tune and informed on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley, right here on WRMN.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
This is WRMN News. Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes is looking to join the short list of athletes that have won 3 straight titles when his team takes on the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl on Sunday. At Media Day, he was asked about potentially being among the ranks of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Derek Jeter.
Watching them and listening to things that when they talk about, that's helped shape my career on how I have to work. And obviously, it's a long ways, I feel like, still for me to go to be mentioned with those guys, but I'll try to do whatever I can to be close enough as I can be.
No NFL team has ever won 3 straight Super Bowls. President Trump's new DOGE task force is causing major shakeups within the federal government, with the Elon Musk-run agency having effectively shut down the U.S. Agency for International Development. News Nation's Joe Cahill reports.
Democrats, you might say, in full pushback posture today. We started the day thinking USAID was on the chopping block because you had all these tweets, these ex-posts from Elon Musk saying the agency was in the wood chipper. At one point he said it will die. So he wasn't mincing words about it. And employees got these emails saying don't show up at the building today. Now, what Secretary Rubio said today is that, look, USAID is not going away. There certainly are things that it pays for that are in the national interest, but take a look at other things that are definitely not. And there were a litany of things the White House put together today, a list of all of these things they think are wasteful. So he says that's going to change.
Tech billionaire Elon Musk, who runs Doge, announced that President Donald Trump had agreed with him to shut down the agency.
WRMN News, produced in Studio 14 by the River Media Network.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Illinois men's basketball returns to action tomorrow night. It's a road game at Rutgers. The Illini slipped in the AP Top 25 this week to number 23. That's a 5-spot drop from a week ago. The Illini are 15-7 overall, 7-5 in the Big Ten. The Blackhawks return to action tomorrow night at United Center against Edmonton. The Blackhawks will be looking to snap a 2-game losing skid. It's a busy schedule for the Bulls. They're home tonight, hosting the Miami Heat. Then tomorrow night, it's a road game at Minnesota. The Bulls are coming off a 127-119 loss at Detroit on Sunday. Chicago waived Torrey Craig and Chris Duarte on Monday. Both players will become unrestricted free agents Wednesday if they're not claimed on waivers. The transactions were necessary after Chicago traded Zach LaVine to Sacramento. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very
calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to handle the busy holiday season, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
Hey, I got you something. What's this? Just a little Galentine's gift from JTV. Do you mean jewelry television? I love their jewelry. They have the...
New customers get $25 off their first purchase of $75 or more. Visit jtv.com/romance.
Yeah, their artisan collections? Gorgeous. Are you going to open your gift? Oh, yeah. It's the pearl bracelet.
New customers receive $25 off their first purchase of $75 or more. Visit jtv.com/romance.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, partly sunny with a high near 28, and temperatures falling to around 25 in the afternoon. Tonight, cloudy with a low around 23, temperatures rising to around 25 overnight. Tomorrow, a chance of snow with cloudy skies and a high near 31. Currently, it is 23 degrees and mainly clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful. Hi, this is Patayo. And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. Because the spice comes in at just the right moment. Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Order a Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich and a Diet Dr. Pepper on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Looking to set sail on your dream vacation? Cruises International has you covered. Specializing in land and sea getaways, they're here to make your vacation unforgettable. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, they offer personalized service with a global network of specialists to ensure your trip is tailor-made just for you. Call today at 800-255-7447 to speak with a cruise and vacation expert. And don't miss Travel Tuesdays on WRMN AM 1410 every first Tuesday of the month from 11 to 12 p.m. on Out to Lunch. That's Cruises International. Your vacation, your way.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see